All right, everybody, welcome back to the KSR YouTube channel. Today we're going to spend a little time on the KSR SC300 burnout car. Kind of sounds like I'm losing my voice a little bit, but that's not going to be good for the weekend because I got to hang out with all you guys at Cleetus and Cars Indy for the burnout show on Saturday and then the Indy 800 on Sunday. Tell you what, I'm due for another win. I mean, I know I won, I guess it was 3 races ago, so I won the Freedom 500 last year, third in the Danger Ranger 9000 or whatever that race was called. And then this last race, the Freedom 500 this year, whew, my car was tough. But hopefully they improved it a little bit. I hope they improved it a little bit or I'm gonna be kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. But the Lexus SC300 needs some help. So we've made some changes to try and make it better. I'm about to tell you what they are. And I think I have an idea of how this video is going to end. Maybe. All right, well, while you're here on the channel, please click the subscribe button. Let you know when we're coming out with some new videos. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. At least I think it does. Check your subscription if you think you're subscribed, because I've gotten unsubscribed from some channels. Maybe you've gotten unsubscribed from our channel. But anyway, aside from subscriptions, we finally have some new merch to talk about. So because of the KSR SC300 in the burnout contest, so it's kind of focused on this weekend, if we want to say that. It is a KSR approved safety burnout shirt. You guys have heard us say safety burnouts here and there, but check this shirt out. It's got the KSR SC300 Lexus doing a burnout. You can see I've got my hand up in the air holding the steering wheel. That's kind of become my thing and I'm going to keep doing that. We're going to have quite a few of those at Cleetus and Cars Indy this weekend. And for those of you that aren't going to make Cleetus and Cars Indy, you can go online and back order it now. And then when we get back from Cleetus and Cars Indy, we should be able to ship out your order. Now, if we run out of your size, you know, we may have to, it may take a week or two to get some more in. So I'm pretty excited about the safety burnout shirt. It's something we've been talking about for a little while. We were going to use Soccer Mom for the safety burnout shirt, but because the SC300 does the burnout competitions, we wanted to do the SC300 in the burnout shirts. Hopefully you guys like it. We think it's kind of cool. It's another new shirt for us. Also, all of the Soccer Mom shirts are back in stock. That's been a good seller for us with all you guys supporting us with Soccer Mom. I promise you there's an update coming for Soccer Mom. We have been waiting for some parts. If you guys didn't know, ARP Fasteners got way behind on all of their stock fulfillment due to COVID and whatever else is going on with the stuff right now. So we appreciate everybody that's been buying merch from us, helps support us and helps get us to events like Cleetus and Cars. Unfortunately, we're going to be paying $6 a gallon for diesel this weekend, heading on a 1,600 mile round trip. I think it's actually almost 1,700 miles. And my truck pulling the big trailer doesn't get great gas mileage. It's actually about 7.5 when I'm pulling the big trailer. So you guys do that math. We're really excited to be at Indy. So we're excited about the new burnout pad right in front of the drag strip grandstands. And then really excited to be over on the circle track on Sunday, racing in the Indy 800. Now, you guys know my car for the Freedom 500. She was a little iffy, but hopefully I saw that it was loaded up, headed to Indy. Hopefully they fixed the front shocks on it. I'm hoping it's just a little bit better car than it was at the Freedom 500. If not, we might just have to do something dramatic with it. I don't know what that might be, because I'm not really one to go out and just tear up stuff intentionally, but except for tires. Anyways, so let's get on to the SC300, show you some of the changes we've made, and give you our reasons why, and hopefully why this thing's gonna do a little bit better in the burnout contest. Yeah. So the first thing we have done, we did a water box, just like we did on the Vice Grip Garage Chevelle. Again, it's just to add some capacity. We were 260 degrees at the end of the burnout contest at the Freedom Factory after the Freedom 500. So hoping with that, that's an extra almost 3 gallons, I believe. I can't remember if we did the math on that yet, but I think that's almost 3 gallons. So it should take longer to heat up. And hopefully that's all we need to get through the burnout contest. But we've also done something to add more heat because we've added some more power. And we added some more power by getting our nitrous system working. So I noticed when I turned it on to get ready for the Freedom 500 burnout contest, I bumped the nitrous through the motor and it just sprayed everywhere. Well, we had a crack in our line out here, which is a really weird place for a nitrous line to crack. I've seen them crack under the fitting before if you over tighten them, but it was leaking out here. So we replaced that, decided to replace both of them because one line was going way up high and the other one, it just looks better tucking it down low, not sticking so much up in your face. So we got that fixed, and I'm probably gonna try and put it on the dyno here later tonight. I'm here after hours trying to get these things ready to go. It's Wednesday. They got to be in the box tomorrow, both this car and the independent Chevelle, which you guys have seen in our other videos. Stay tuned for the video of that. Getting some boost on the dyno. It's actually on the dyno right now, and I'm about to make some power pulls on it, but that's in another video. So we've got nitrous now. We've got the water box to keep it cooler longer. We've also got some shorter tires. So these are almost the same width as what we had before, but they are way shorter. And my hope is that we can pull third gear in the burnout contest. So these are Crown Vic wheels that have the same bolt pattern as the Toyota, and the Crown Vic tires, if you guys have seen those, they are much taller. Well, with this little puny naturally aspirated motor making 215 horsepower on motor, or 215 rear wheel horsepower on motor only, well, I think that's what it's making. We'll find out in a minute. It just couldn't pull that big tire in third gear, so I was having to shift down to second gear and just run the entire thing in second gear. But I'm gonna go see if this thing will pull third gear. And if it won't pull third gear, we're gonna have to put it on the dyno and dyno it on the nitrous. So I can make sure the nitrous is safe, maybe do a little tuning for the nitrous. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Might have to put some race gas in the thing just to make it safe on nitrous, or do something with the tune. But let's go take it for a drive, see if it will do a burnout in third gear. If it won't, you know what we gotta do.
my job.
All right, well, the first one was third. The second one was second because it wouldn't hold third. But it made a mess at the shop, and that's okay. Because yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I know the owner; he won't mind.
So yeah, that's the only thing I'm a little worried about is, I mean, we just probably burned off a little more tire than I wanted to for the race or for the burnout show. I was hoping I could spin it all the way around. It was kind of going that way, and then it wasn't. So yeah, we lost a little bit of rubber right there. So I still want to dyno it on the nitrous just to see, make sure it's safe, because I don't want to blow it up if I don't need to. But actually, it was kind of cool because all that running around, I went from 150 to 160 degrees. All those 2 or 3 burnouts, didn't even have the extra fan running. So that tells me that the water capacity is really helping out. So, all right, let's get this thing loaded up on the dyno. All right, well, let's dyno the Lexus. And I just noticed a problem I might have to deal with before Indy. Pull her in here and she's leaking water out of her. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. But I can dyno it with the radiator leaking. Yeah, I know it's got water going through it, so I'm kind of curious what's going on with that though. See if I can figure out where that's coming from and what we're gonna do to fix it, but I need to stop it. Whoops. All right, so back this thing onto the dyno, figure out this leak a little bit, and see what kind of power it makes. So this is the first time this has been dynoed with this particular engine in it. I didn't dyno it after we motor swapped it. I just put the tune in it and kind of sent it. So I guess we'll find out what she makes. Well, everybody, race cars are fun. I keep telling myself that. And even made a t-shirt available at winwithksr.com. But I tried to find where the radiator was leaking. Found it, thought I could just pinch the little clampers together where the plastic tank was held onto the aluminum core, but I made it worse. So luckily for me, I happen to have a spare Lexus SC300 race car sitting out in the trailer. So what did I do? I went and stole it. And you can kind of tell it's ready for a replacement anyway. It's got some rubber piled up in it from the race down there at PBIR. We're gonna drop this in there. Now I do not have the connectors for the fan. Not the connectors, the plastic mounting screws or mounting strip things, the zip strips that hold it to the radiator. You know, you just poke them through the radiator core and they've got a little piece that comes on, kind of like a zip tie, but not. So, gonna just snatch that radiator out, drop that in there. My only concern is that the last time this thing was run really hard is when it got to 250-ish degrees at the Freedom Factory. So, when I did the burnout a second ago, maybe it lifted the head and pressurized the cooling system. So if I do all this work, put the radiator in, and it blows this radiator up, we got a big problem that I won't be able to fix before Indy. Because I got to leave for Indy about 36 hours from now. So, let's get to work, snatch this thing out of there, and see what we can see. Yeah, race cars are fun. Yep. All right, well, we are on the dyno now with the 226 SC300 burnout car. New used radiator in it. And I'm gonna make a pull just on motor and see what the power shows. Hopefully it's at least like 205, 210. If it's not, then I've got other problems. And we're gonna see if this thing hurts the radiator again. Because that would be a bad start. Not really a start to the evening, because it's already almost 11. And I need to finish this up, go home and edit this video to get it up right now. So let's hop in this thing and see what it does. Well, it didn't seem like it blew up. That's a good thing. Ah, 202. So that's actually at 6,100. Kind of falls off a little bit on the top end, which that's a little unusual. Let's see what the air fuel ratio was. So down here at low speed, it's not moving enough air through that tip, because I watched the O2 in the car, which is down lower on the exhaust, and it's in the 13s as soon as I hammer it. So looks like we're a little fat up top. That's probably why the power's not exactly there. But that means we can spray it. So I think I've got about 75 horsepower in the nitrous system. So I think it's time we bump the nitrous. I don't see any water leaking out of it yet. So yeah, let's see what happens. Actually seem kind of happy. I see a big jump in the power. Sweet. Sweet. So jumped up to 270, 269.9. Was carrying out pretty nice. I think I'll probably do another pull and run it all the way to say 7,000 or so. Heck yeah. Well, that's pretty accurate. I thought I had, 75-ish horsepower at the engine. So it won't show the full 75, it'll show, 60 at the tire, which went from 202 to 269. Well, that's cool. The nitrous system works, and it's tuned pretty close. Like, I'll take high 11s for a nitrous tune on that little small amount of nitrous. So I was gonna log into the Mega Squirt and do some tuning and data logging if it was off, but I kind of feel like that's close enough to just dump a little bit of race gas in it and send it. So I'll do one more pull. We'll do another pull. Let's not say one more. I'll do another pull just to run it out a little further, see how happy it is, see if it duplicates, see if it starts leaking at the radiator. And then I think we'll call that a wrap. All right, well, we didn't blow it up, so that's a good thing. So right at the hit of the button, it made the same, but then kind of tapered off and then held that power all the way out. So I have a feeling that bottle's a little low on nitrous because I've used it for some other things. And yeah, so we'll get that filled tomorrow and then load this thing in the trailer, get it headed for Indy. Doesn't seem to be leaking the radiator, so I don't think the motor's hurt. If it explodes the radiator in Indy, you'll know the engine was hurt. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Get you some merch at winwithksr.com, and we will see you guys next time.